The hum of machinery is the only sound in the dead of night at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Here, fueled by caffeine and sheer will, a handful of scientists scan the cosmos. Dr. Arlo Finn, his eyes weary but his mind sharp, sips coffee while staring at a stream of data. Suddenly, his young assistant Mia Rostova breaks the silence. Arlo, check this out. MPC 225-alpha-7. Double quotes Arlo. Used to false alarms, dismisses it. Another near Miss Mia. Call it in. But Mia's voice is trembling. No, sir. This one's convergent. Dead on target, actually. Arlo's coffee mug shatters on the floor. He rushes to her screen, his heart pounding. The data is terrifyingly clear. Run the trajectory simulation, he orders, his voice tight. Double-check the parallax readings. Mia's reply is chilling. Already did. Confirmation incoming from Pan-STARRS in Hawaii. The data is definitive. We have a K-class threat. On the screen, 2 words flash in stark red. Impact confirmed. And beneath them, a countdown that freezes the blood in their veins. Estimated time to impact, 72 hours. As dawn breaks over Washington, D.C., the atmosphere in the Situation Room is thick with dread. President Elizabeth Chase, a woman known for her unshakable composure, listens as her national security advisor, General Thornton, lays out the apocalyptic scenario. He points to a massive screen showing the asteroid's path. It's roughly the size of Mount Everest. Madam President, the kinetic impact would be equivalent to every nuclear weapon on Earth, detonating in a single spot. Silence hangs heavy in the room. The president's voice is low but steady. 72 hours. Options. General. We have one, Thornton replies. Operation. Omega Protocol. Our deep space defense array has a payload ready. The problem is range. We have a launch window of T-minus 6 hours to intercept it far enough out for the blast to dissipate before the debris reaches our orbit. Just then, an aide announces a secure call from Dr. Arlo Finn. The president puts him on speaker. Arlo, talk to me. Arlo's voice, tinny and distant, comes through the speaker. The asteroid's composition is tricky, Madam President. It's a dense nickel iron core. A surface impact won't do it. We need a subsurface detonation to fracture the core and change its trajectory. General Thornton leans in, whispering to the president, our payload isn't designed for subsurface penetration at that velocity. It's a proximity detonation system. The president's face is grim. Dr. Fenn, she asks, if we detonate our current payload now, what are the odds of success? Arlo's response is a gut punch. 50-50, maybe? The remaining debris field could still cause catastrophic atmospheric events. The key is a deep strike. President Chase looks from her general to the grim faces around the table. The weight of the world rests on her shoulders. Certain annihilation versus a desperate gamble. Her decision is swift and resolute. We have to try the proximity strike. The alternative is certain annihilation. General, execute the Omega Protocol. Launch timeline is immediate. Yes, Madam President, Thornton affirms, his voice steely. Humanity's fate now rests on a single, desperate roll of the dice. The scene shifts to Vandenberg Space Force Base, where a colossal rocket stands ready on the launch pad, a silent sentinel against the coming doom. Sirens blare as technicians scramble in a flurry of controlled chaos. Inside launch control, the air is thick with tension. 70 hours later, in the silent, unforgiving vacuum of deep space, the asteroid tumbles onward. It's a mountain of ancient rock and iron, a silent harbinger of extinction. Out of the blackness, a sleek silver projectile streaks towards the Te-Omega probe. Back at JPL, the control room is a pressure cooker of anxiety. Arlo and Mia watch the tracking screen, their hands clenched, their breaths held. Target lock successful, Mia announces, her voice barely a whisper. Initiating arming sequence. Arlo mutters a quiet prayer, his eyes fixed on the dot of light representing the probe. Come on, come on, dot, dot, dot. The probe reaches its optimal detonation point just shy of the asteroid's surface. A brilliant, silent flash of pure energy erupts, engulfing the colossal rock. On the screens at JPL, the asteroid is momentarily hidden by an expanding cloud of fire and superheated dust. For a heart-stopping second, it seems to emerge from the blast unchanged. Still on its collision course with Earth, the control room falls deathly silent. And then it happens. A massive fissure, a crack of cosmic proportions, spiders across the asteroid's surface. Slowly, agonizingly, the great rock begins to break apart. The two giant halves drift away from each other, their deadly trajectory fractured. Mia's gasp turns into a sob of relief. Trajectory change confirmed. It's breaking up. It's diverting. Tears stream down her face. Arlo slumps into his chair, a ragged sound escaping him that is half laugh, half sob. The entire room erupts in a tidal wave of cheers, applause, and unrestrained joy. The nightmare is over. Back in the Situation Room, the sun is rising, painting the sky in hues of hope and renewal. General Thornton hands a secure phone to President Chase. Dr. Finn, Madame President. It worked. She takes the phone, her stoic mask finally cracking into a smile of profound relief. Good work, Arlo. The world can finally breathe. She gazes out the window at the Washington Monument, bathed in the light of a new morning, a day that humanity almost didn't get to see. What a story of courage, science, and the will to survive against impossible odds. Thanks so much for watching. If you love incredible stories like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.